Olympic Gold Quest and the Directorate of Sports and Youth Welfare, Madhya Pradesh, and she has a very vast experience in supplements and the related allied fields. So we welcome you, Ms. Aradhana, to the dais. Again, I have a very dear friend to me, Dr. Pooja Gaur. We have a association when I had a tenure in Sports Authority of India. So, ma'am is Scientific Officer, Nutrition, Sports Authority of India, Netaji Subhash National Institute of Sports, Patiala. She has extensive experience of 9 years at NIS Patiala. She is involved in academics and is coordinator of postgraduate diploma in sports nutrition, then PhD in foods and nutrition from Maharaja University of Baroda. So we welcome you, ma'am. Dr. Vidha Acharya, again we work together at Sports Authority of India at different centers. She is a sports nutritionist and scientist at Tata Steel Sports High Performance Center. She holds PhD degree in nutritional sciences and certification in sports nutrition from National Institute of Sports Patiala, accredited anthropometrist level 1 by International Society for the Advancement. Previously worked at National Center of Excellence Sports Authority of India and involved in many research projects by DST and ICMR. So we welcome you all on the dais and the panel members. So as you know, the topic is really hot, and I think everyone here sitting in the auditorium must wanted to know about what is going on in the industry of dope and supplement at different levels. Maybe it is from athletic point of view, academic point of view, or the industry point of view. So I think I'll start with Lieutenant Colonel Anup Krishnan, sir. So sir, what do you think, what are the requirements of supplements in sports person?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this opportunity. So supplements are definitely required in a sports person. The reason being, there are several reasons. One of the main reasons is they are a concentrated form of nutrients, macro and micro. A simple example, if I have an athlete who is into power sports, he requires 2.2 grams per kg per day of protein. That, if he is a 60 kilo athlete, you can calculate how much that comes to. One egg gives 7 grams of protein. So how many eggs can he eat in a day? So the issue is that he is not going to get all the nutrients he needs through natural diet. So supplements have to be given to him after his natural diet. That's number one. Second, when he's traveling, he has to have something to help him during the recovery phase. So that he finishes a competition, he goes back to his hotel is 2 hours away. We are missing the 60-minute window for good nutrition, for adequate recovery. So all these can be done with the help of supplements.
Right? Thank you so much, and I think this is one of the wonderful points which sir has taken while the athletes are traveling. So that's one thing where they have to take care of their nutrition. So now we come on to Dr. Prasanna. So as we are talking about supplements, so there is something called doping. So what do you think? How can an athlete or how the dope-free supplements can be made available in India?
First of all, thank you so much for this opportunity. Back to your question, actually doping is, I think, a very, very critical part as far as sports is concerned. And with regards to India, I'm sorry to say, but we were number 3 at dope violation till last year, and we have climbed one step. Now we are number 2, unfortunately. So a lot needs to be done as far as doping control is needed. As an industry, what we are doing basically is there are various aspects of countering this doping, and I happen to be in one of the panel organized by WADA, understanding the doping control in nutrition supplements and Indian perspective, and what we actually implemented is it's not only about getting the third party certification, but it starts with an industry. We need to formulate supplements which are suitable, first of all. Then packaging has to be very, very specific. It should be tamper free, because there have been cases in India that athletes come and say that somebody has tampered his supplements if it is in loose. So we need to counter that as well. So that is second aspect. Third is the supply chain also, because in India, unfortunately, and this is FSSI results, that about 60% of supplements are duplicate or counterfeited. Label claim again is a big issue in India. Whatever is inside is not claimed outside. So we need to take care of that as well. Then finally is the third party testing. We need to undertake the third party inspection for every lot that has been produced. Fortunately, we have been associated with Banned Substance Control Group, which is a gold standard in supplement testing for the last 15 years. And we, as an industry, are creating the role model for global companies to follow. And that's what we are into, from formulations till the packaging, manufacturing, and supply. Everything plays a very, very vital role in providing drug-free supplements.
Very true. Even I think we all stand with on this, that yes, from starting from the manufacturing till it goes to a client, it has to be dope free and it should not be in a tempered form. So, Dr. Sonika, what do you think? What is the stance of NADA regarding the use of nutritional supplements for a sports person?
Yeah, very good morning. So when it comes to NADA, actually NADA does not advocate, promote or suggest any nutritional supplements. The reason being there have been a number of cases where which is like unintentional or inadvertent doping, where nutritional supplements have been found to be the culprit. So eating I mean, this is to my limited knowledge, and so like eating the right amount of food at right time and right quantity is the best policy. That is what NADA propagates.
Yeah, that's very true. I think, and I think all the nutritionists, basically the sports nutritionists and the industry people, they're taking care of this also. So, Dr. Samuel, why do you think it's using a drug-free certified supplements are so important for the sports person?
Yeah, so again, if we have a look at India, obviously it's been mentioned that currently they're number 2 in the world when it comes to doping. Also, there's a recent article that came out related to youth and youth doping violations, and again, India made the top 3. So one of the concerns and one of the worrying things is that the performance from at an international level of athletes is not following the same pattern as the amount of people taking supplements and obviously going into doping violations. So again, there's this non-correlation when it comes to these two aspects. So again, having supplements which are certified are extremely important. So I'll give you a prime example of a female football player in the UK that came over from America. So she had spots on her face, was given a cream by a random doctor, which had steroids inside, utilized it for her acne, did a doping test, and obviously was caught doping and had a 9-month ban, right? So the importance of having supplements, not only nutritional supplements, but also medical supplements, which are provided by trained medical professionals or sports medicine professionals and trained sports nutritionists, is extremely key to advance also that level of performance of Indian athletes worldwide. Because again, any mistake that you make at international level or international competition, once it goes to a WADA instead of a NADA lab, there is no going back. So the ban will be in place, and the ban will be anything from 1 year and more than likely, or not, 4 years. Again, all eyes are now on India, because again, the doping violations have been so large. An example was given also a couple of days ago of a competition in Delhi, where only one individual started the 100-meter race because they knew that NADA was going to be there, and the individual who then finished the race and won tested positive a few weeks later. So again, it is extremely important, and we have a duty as practitioners and individuals working with elite athletes, irrespective of who we are, to educate the athletes and to educate the coaches as well.
Very well said, Dr. Samuel. And I think we do agree with it because we have to, because it is a sports person and it is also the country which is involved. So that's a big name with it. So Ms. Aramna, what do you think, what are some common reasons in supplement usage that can cause an athlete to get in to dope trap? Because we are talking about doping, we are talking about supplements, very common at times. So how can we relate what Dr. Samuel is saying?
So there are so many reasons, but the first one that comes out to me after working so many years with athletes at different level, and I also surveyed about 300 athletes. The one reason that stood out was getting the information from the wrong sources. You know, with the supplement, they will not go to the sports physician, they'll not go to the sports nutritionist or even the sports science. Either the coach will read and say it's good for you, or they trust, I mean, this was really alarming and shocking, they trust the vendor, the shopkeeper who is selling them the supplements to tell, because the shopkeeper or the vendor says it's safe, you just take it and you'll win this and that, you'll get, you know, the multifold power and all that. So that is one of the reasons, because they are trusting the wrong sources. The second thing is they just see someone else doing it and they just follow. Another day, an athlete came to me and they said that I want to use this supplement. The athlete from track and field, okay, a marathon runner, I would just specify there, and he wanted to use a supplement that a boxer was using. And he said, because he's, his stamina is the word they, use, his stamina is really high and I want to use the supplement. So one is lack of awareness. That is first reason why they get into it. And getting the information from the wrong sources. Not knowing there is a difference in wellness supplement, health and wellness supplement and a sports supplement. These are two different categories. So what goes for health and wellness may have something which can get the people in doping, but those people are not subjected to dope tests. But athletes are. So these are few common reasons how they actually get into the dope trap. One more I would like to add is some are just the fearless athletes. They will just test the system. Okay, I'll just take it. So we talk about intentional and unintentional doping. So if I don't put that thing forward, that some just try for the sake of it.
So I think very rightly said, and it's everyone. It is not only athlete. It's all the scenario and all the system which is around the athlete, which may cause athlete to go into that trap, right? So, Dr. Pooja, now I'll come to you because this is now coming to you as you are being closely at NIH Patiala. So many athletes have come out with their Olympians also from that Patiala side. So, what do you think? What are some scenarios where supplementation might be required? We are just talking about dope and we are talking about not requirement of a supplement. But are there any scenarios where it is required?
Okay, so as a sports nutritionist, my aim is always a food first approach. Okay, so but when I am saying food first approach, it's not food only approach. In today's competitive world, so sometimes, yeah, there are some conditions when supplements are definitely required. So now we are always following this kind of approach, food first, but not always food. So supplements, yeah, there are certain conditions like if a person who is like, as sir has mentioned, he's traveling a lot, and especially for Indian athletes, if he is a vegetarian, he's traveling in China, Korea, these kind of countries where you don't eat that much of even vegetarian food items. So that time, yes, some supplements are helpful because competitive nutrition, we know that if a person is doing training, eating some food during the training, but at competition, if he is not getting proper food, then yeah, that may harm his performance. Then we have, in this case, we have certain sports food kind of food items, like we have bars, gels, then we have protein supplements, vitamin minerals. Apart from that, we have nutritional medical supplements, like if there is deficiencies, that can be used with specific assessments, and then we have performance supplements also. But the important thing is all these need to be, first, proper assessment need to be done, whether the person need that supplement or not. Then second part is proper monitoring, and when you need to stop that supplement. All these things, if these 3 points are properly taken care of, yes, we can definitely use supplements to improve the performance of the athlete. Thank you.
So that means when we are talking about the intentional use, so there can be some conditions as Dr. Pooja has mentioned where supplements can be used. So now, Dr. Pooja, what do you think